In Module 3, Lesson 12, we are going to use the distributive property to help us solve 9's facts. Let's take a look at the whiteboard and get started. So we've used the distributive property a lot, and we've used it to solve like 6s and 7s. And let me give you an example of that. You're going to see some of this work on your exit ticket. Your problem set in your homework. So let's review what it's going to look like. So you might see something like, I think this is the way it's presented today. Excuse the poor drawing here. So that's 6 blocks, and each block equals, I don't know, 8. Okay, so we have 6 times 8, right? And so what we're going to figure out here is we're going to turn this into 5 groups of 8 first and add that to 1 group of 8. Again, this is review. This is what we've done in the past, but I'm showing you because it ties in nicely to what we do, what we're going to do today. So I'm going to color in 5 of them. That's showing me 5 times 8. And then I'll color in a different color. 1 times 8. And I can find out that 5 times 8 is 40, plus 1 times 8 is 8. 40 plus 8 equals 48. Therefore, 6 times 8 equals 48. Because again, I took 5 groups of 8 and just separated it from one other group of 8, and then added those together at the end. So that's what we've done in the past. You're going to see a little bit of that presented this way in this lesson, but we're also going to expand on this and move into our 9's facts. And the way that we're going to learn this is we're going to learn that you can use a 10's fact to solve your 9's fact. So what I mean by that is you can have, again, excuse the poor drawing here. It's very difficult with this drawing tablet to draw in a straight line. So I'm going to make 10 groups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so let's say I'm solving 9 times 8. We'll stick with 8s. Okay, so each block is going to equal 8. Okay, so 9 times 8, we could solve that by thinking about it as 10 times 8 minus 1 times 8. Okay, so 9 times 8 is the same as 10 times 8 minus 1 times 8. So that's like saying, there we go. It can be trickier to solve this, so I can think about something easier to solve. 10 certainly is, and then I can subtract 1 group of 8 because 10 groups of 8 is 1 too many group of 8. So this would look like 10 times 8 is 80. So that's like saying all of these (10 times 8 equals 80), right? But I don't need 10 groups of 8. I only need 9 groups of 8, so I need to subtract 1 group. And 1 times 8 is 8, right? So I need to subtract that bottom one. So minus 8. 80 minus 8 is 72. Therefore, 9 times 8 equals 72. Let's look at another example. Let's see, we have you could think of this as like an array or something like that. We draw it this way now at this point in the year because it's easier to draw than an array would be, rather than sitting there and drawing 10 rows of something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and squeeze in 9 and 10 down there. So each block is 3, for example. Okay, so that would be like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. And what I really need to know, I'll put it in red, what I really need to know is how much those 9 are worth. So 9 times 3 equals B. Okay, that's what I really need to know. And to do that, I could think about what is 10 times 3, and then subtracting minus 1 times 3. Okay, let's do it. So 9 times 3 equals 10 times 3 minus 1 times 3 equals 10 times 3 is 30. 1 times 3 is 3. 30 minus 3 is 27. So B equals 27 because we had initially used B as our variable there. So this is what the point of the lesson is today, is just becoming, oops, I'm drawing random lines here, is becoming familiar with using this strategy. It's this distributive property, just like we've used before. We've used it with our fives, and used fives as sort of a friendly number, a number that's easier to work with than many other numbers. Now we're just expanding to tens and using that fact that 10 groups minus 1 group is 9 groups to help us. So we know those 10 facts really well, we know our ones facts really well, and we can use both of those things to help us out. I'll give you one more example and then I'll let you go work independently. I'm not going to draw the picture this time. This time I'm going to do 9 times 7. So I'm going to break that into, or make that 10 times 7 minus 1 times 7. So again, I only need to figure out 9, let me do that in a different color. I only need to figure out 9 times 7. That's all I need. But I can think about, well, what if I had 10 and then took one group away? Because that 10 is much more friendly than the 9. 10 times 7 is 70. 1 times 7 is 7. 70 minus 7 is 63. So 9 times 7 equals 63. And that's how you use the distributive property, and the fact that 9 equals 10 minus 1 to solve multiplication facts involving nines. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions.